All right, back here at Progressive Field, 2-1 Cleveland. Fourth inning, Danny Valencia will lead off. Look who's in the booth now. It's Kenny Lofton.
Yep.
K-Lo.
That's right. Tough act to follow.
He's batting second tonight, though.
I know it. We moved you in the lineup.
Wow.
I don't know how.
Sam.
He was the DH tonight.
Now, we were talking about, I was saying to Sam, it would have been kind of fun. You know those old computer dream matchups? You take guys from different eras. Sudden Sam versus Jim Thome.
Wow, you're probably a walking because Sudden Sam probably throwing the ball all over the damn place.
That's what I said. I said, you know what? You don't have to pitch to him. You can go ahead and walk him if you wanted to.
Who was, let's say, not a comfortable at bat as a left-hander for you?
I can say it all the day long. Al Leiter.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh my goodness. He throws a 94-mile-an-hour cut that cuts away from you, and then he throws a 94-mile sinker.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what to do. I didn't know to lean over the plate or lean back.
Yeah. Well, just thinking it, I know you did a heck of a job against a guy, Randy Johnson, the big unit. You hung in there.
But Randy, he used to throw the ball in my head once a game. So whenever that came, I was all right. But before then, I was a little uncomfortable until I got the one in my head. So.
Well, that makes sense. But just 6'10", I mean, that's not that can't be comfortable.
Two quick outs off the arm of Josh Tomlin's going to bring up Billy Butler. What made Jim Thome special? Like, take me back to the first time you saw him and when you watched him develop, what made him the special player?
I think Jimmy, just from watching him early on, he was just strong. He was just pretty strong, and he had this swing that was very different. You know, he had the little crotch with his arms up with the bat, and he had this little wiggle, and all of a sudden he just swung hard. And once he understood the plate coverage and understand the strike zone, he was dangerous.
That's what he said. You want to be dangerous in the batter's box, and he was. But you know, he could be dangerous when you had guys like yourself to get on in front of him. And pitchers had to worry about you running. They had to worry about throwing strikes. And I mean, that's what made that team so dangerous in its own right, was the 1 through 9 package.
Well, I think the problem, well, not the problem, but the good thing about it is we always had an idea of what we wanted to do with the plate. We had a plan. Our plan was to get the starting pitcher, to get 100 pitches by the 5th inning. And that was our plan. So I used to try to take as many pitches as I could, and then behind me we all did the same thing. But again, when I get on base, it's a lot of things that I tried to do, and a lot of times I didn't have to steal.
Right.
But all of a sudden the pitchers were so worried about me, he was throwing cookies all over the plate, and guys were just hitting the ball in the stands, and it was pretty fun to watch.
Well, if not cookies, they were falling behind, and then if they wanted to pitch to the guy, they had to come in with a pitch, and and that's what speed does to a defense and to a pitcher, doesn't it? It applies pressure to them.
Well, that's the thing about this game now. Everyone's just thinking about hitting the ball at the ballpark. They're not focusing on what they need to do, and then you even got the small guys trying to hit the ball at the ballpark.
Right.
Like, take pitches, get on, make it tough. Make it easier for the guys behind you, but tough for the pitchers. But these guys, they don't think about that.
Tell you what,
got some action going on.
Is this Jimenez and Butler, or is it the umpire? Oh yeah, it is.
Yes, sir. Go at it. Get him.
We didn't see what was happening.
Whatever happened,
I was talking.
Nice.
It was. You got the designated hitter here getting into it with the catcher for whatever reason. And the umpire's just sitting there. He's agreeing with both of them, so nothing happens. he's the peacemaker.
Well, Chris isn't really saying much, so
let's see what happens. Look at, he's framing that pitch and holding it. He probably set something up, and now Butler's going to complete his case to Jimenez. Jimenez, shut up, get in there and hit.
Nice. That's the kind of ball I like to see.
The 2-2's down low, full count.
Oh, he wanted that swing and miss there.
Don't get Billy started. Come on. No. What they always say, let us sleep in dog lies. Yeah. Let him lay there.
Yeah, well, he had a few hits last night, but I don't know what it was.
See? What I just say? What I just tell you?
Yep. Look at look at Jimenez now.
What I just tell you? Don't get him started. You woke him up.
I'll tell you what.
Don't wake him up.
Jimenez is ready to greet him as he comes around third.
Building up some action. When I come to the booth, look what happens.
Home plate umpire Tripp Gibson's trying to stay between Jimenez and Butler.
Well, I'll tell you what. There it is. He's saying something right now. Well, he got that cutter. Now, what are they warming? He's warning the benches. Warning. And why? Nobody was thrown at or anything. He hung on cutter.
Oh, he did say something. Butler said something as soon as he swung it. Oh boy, this is far from over.
Wow.
Well, that's interesting. Well, it's back to a tie game now. Butler hit his 4th homer.
Wow. I didn't mean to call that one, but.
Well, you're right. You get somebody going, or you wake them up.
Man. That's a big man at the plate right there.
And he doesn't hit a lot of home runs. We were talking about that before. It's one of the problems Kansas City had with, paying him at the end of the day. And I know that gets under your skin because it goes back to when you were playing. They only play home run hitters.
Yeah.
Which is kind of goofy, but because you can't win with just home run hitters either. We've seen that. We've seen lineups that are all or nothing. You have to have guys that can get on base and do everything. 0-2 to Semien.
Well, we were disrupted right there for a few pitches.
Wow. Wow, we had a good roll going on until this.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Now his teammates come out. They like it. Now they're happy. That's a tie ball game. But long way to go in this one.
1-2 pitch. Foul.
Seemed like you guys are distracted right about
I was sitting there. I'm thinking he took our mind right over what we were talking about. The Hall of Fame induction. We don't want to start. We got 2 strikes and 2 outs, so it's tough to ask a question now.
Swing and a miss. Kenny Lofton stirring it up here at Progressive Field.
Yes, he is.
We got a ball game.